في أكبر الكتب.
Another step forward. Here we go.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
You there! Drow! Why are you in Gexraft? I aren't expecting more of you. Where's Gek? Who are you? All right. No reason to get your tongue in a twist. Well, come on. Let's get you to shore. You'll need to report to the sergeant. The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'm heading back with the drow.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
Sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up, we got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Drugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall. Trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon? Friend of Near's? Or you ploughing drow now? That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Duergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. Your twat-soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation. Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you. That twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
use? Dead drow, publicly displayed. The Duergar are sending a message.
Get over it.
I have something to ask.
Unless you're here to kick some stiffs lakeside, I suggest you bugger off. Nah, rockfall smashed them. Can't have them stinking up the place. The half that weren't crushed are digging the true soul out of the wreckage. They'll let anyone in around here.
Anyone. Hey, stick shit!
It's skip.
Another stick shit!
Piss pot.
You flirt. Now jump to it. Or it's up to the lift and straight to the shadows.
If I was that slave, I'd be tempted to add a dash of something poisonous to their drinks.
True soul, yeah? Tell the sergeant we won't move a pebble. Hold out your hands, Faerûn.
You heard the man. Let's see him.
Less our skin, more showing. 5 working fingers, nice and meaty, prime for digging. You want there, you claw him out. My drinking hand's busy. And I don't like pig shit, but damned if your mouth ain't spewing it. You want respect? Let your absolute pay for it. Till then, bugger off. Hey, stick shit, where's my drink?
Coming right up, piss pot.
Stick shit talks like smug, and he wrecked that shroom village.
And then shagged it.
Here's to smug, nasty prick.
Know any
Piss off. My side? I heard the piss pot. You're a true soul, same as near. So like I said, piss off. Ha! Fuller was mad as a rutting badger, but she weren't a friend of any true soul. What about piss off, do you? Hold on. You aren't just talking shit, are you? Then shh. Keep it low. Don't let them hear you. Now, why in the hottest hells would a true soul be helping me? Fine. You want to spill their guts? I won't stand in the way. But you better finish the job, because I'll be the one to suffer if you don't. Ain't you hearing me, prickhole? Piss off to every last hell!
Red-eyed bastard. Hey, wait a second. Absolute must have took you in. Me? Who else? My spiders sussed them out of hiding, then Near taught them a thing or two, and I let them fly. I'll gut you, spider spawn.
Let's make this quick.
Let's go. Know any good?
Coming up, Schultz. Right.
Carry on.
Sort myself. Friends still ain't caught a whiff of her. Slaves are paying the price. Those pricks will get nowhere with just axes. Thrin's gone touched in their head.
That's the cult's doing. Donald's joined up too. Spreading like flies on shit. Right. See where the gnome.
Thrin ain't found a trace. Found a way past the rock fall is my guess.
Scargill's still at it then.
Prick ain't stopped caning those beasts last I saw, and he still ain't broke through.
Moving.
The gnome bolted. Saw it myself. Thrin still ain't caught a whiff of her. Paying the price. Those pricks will get nowhere with just axes. Thrin's gone
Bye
touched.
forever, pal. That's the cult's doing. Donald's joined up too. Cult pricks are spreading like flies on shit.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Coming up, Schultz. I'm afraid.
Shit. Going.
Looking ahead. Never wanted the easy path.
See where the gnome.
Thrin ain't found a trace. Found a way past the rock fall is my guess.
Scargill's still at it then.
Prick ain't stopped caning those beasts last I saw, and he still ain't broke through. No bolting. Saw it herself. Friends still ain't caught a whiff. Slave for the price. Those pricks will get nowhere with just axes. Thrin's gone touched in their head.
That's the cult's doing. Dunnels joined up too. Druck. The culprits are spreading like flies on shit.
Room's getting all spinny.
See where the gnome take a big swig. Cure you right up.
Guzzle. No damn justice in that.
What's inside?
Your thievery has been noticed. Choose your next move carefully. You've been given the benefit of the doubt this time, but something tells you next time you won't be so lucky.
Shit. You got one of Nair's moon lanterns, Zharg? One of them pixie lamps. If you're headed to Moonrise, you won't last without it.
Toplands are clogged with the Death Dark. Choke you in no time.
You daft? It's there in the name. Shadows up there, black as the lower dark. A few sniffs could fell an ogre.
Must be the shadow curse. We'll need Nair's lantern if we want to get through it. Agreed. Next stop, Nair.
The walls are deep gnome make. Absolutely not.
This place is hard to bear.
This again.
I hope we're able to continue on our way.
Unhappy.
Ah, well, I meant more the molten rock and plunging.
If you aren't here to inspect the stonework, then get lost. And if you are, well, I doubt you've got anything useful to say.
What's up for discussion?
How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. What luck. Look here, Faerûn. I seek fresh eyes. Care to lend yours to a weary mason? The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see. And be thorough.
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge. The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. Two styles, two eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor. Many split cleanly in two, yet some walls remain fully intact. What this pattern signifies, you can't fathom.
What do you think? The statue is newer than the fortress, you say? So obvious in hindsight. Sulfur. Of course! The rocks have been altered by hellfire! Alas, you've left me with more questions than answers. My survey continues. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then.
Oh! Hello?
So, are you greeting invisible beings or just losing your mind?
The echoes, listen. They're coming from 3 directions.
Losing your mind it is. Probably the tadpole. The weirdest things seem to be.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Whatever killed a bunch of Sharans might still be down here. Just saying.
the statue, you think?
Human, certainly. A god, perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
The past is nearer than we think. Well, let's see what you've got.
I'm ready.
What's cooking?
Keep your distance, darling.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
What's next, I wonder?
Don't burn yourself.
That's all then. The walls are deep gnome make. Well, the chiseling is remarkably intricate.
In living, steps are too big. Inhabitants were drow size. With a flick of the wrist.
I know this design. Shah's faithful wield crossbows like these.
Let's have a look.
holding?
A quake of some sort, perhaps? Just a theory.
It's a dumb theory. Half these walls are still standing.
Human, certainly.
This is a Harper rune. There must be a stockpile nearby. Must be in one of these chests.
Monster hiding in plain sight.
Come on then.
This is gonna feel good. Need to learn the hard way.
What am I to do? On I go.
Hop, hop. Smell blood. In position.
Onward.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Can't give up.
Now this is my happy place. You're not gonna like this, mate. Some oil over here.
That might be worth a look. Concentrate.
Put 'em up. Eat it.
What's hiding here? Very well. I need a moment for the two of us.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh yes, we enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. Though not, I think, my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, then suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however, I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is A great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Here's my little treat with their cheeks all flushed. You will come to my bed tonight, won't you? Oh, I certainly can. It would be my pleasure. How about this one? When I'm with you, I feel practically alive. Yet I crave only to die again. With you. Let me give it another go. Every part of your perfect body whispers temptation. It's as if the gods made you just to ruin me. I can go all night with the flattery. But is that really all you want? How about if I said these little words? Everyone's favorite. I love you. But rather beautiful lie, nonetheless. Now, as much as I relish standing around and saying all my favorite lines at you, I'd much rather we got to experience each other's full portfolio of talents once again. I'll be waiting. I hoped you would come. I have missed you. And now you're all mine. And I'm all yours. Until morning, at least. Let's see where the night takes us.